Namaskar.
Sir, I have come across a frequently asked question from our professional colleagues regarding Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016. In this context, sir, could you please explain what is a resolution plan?
Yes, of course. You see, as per section 26 of section 5 of Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016, resolution plan means a plan proposed by resolution applicant for insolvency resolution of the corporate debtor as a going concern in accordance with part 2 of Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2013.
Okay, sir. How can a resolution applicant submit his resolution plan?
You see, it is all provided in the provisions of Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016. You see, as per subsection 1 of section 30 of Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016, a resolution applicant may submit a resolution plan along with an affidavit stating that he is eligible under section 29A to the resolution professional prepared on the basis of the information memorandum.
Okay, sir, understood. Could you please explain the time frame within which resolution applicants are required to submit the resolution plans?
You see, as per sub-regulation 3 of regulation 36B of Insolvency Bankruptcy Board of India, Insolvency Resolution Process for Corporate Persons, Regulation 2016, the request for resolution plans shall allow prospective resolution applicants a minimum of 30 days to submit the resolution plan.
Okay, sir. Can a resolution applicant attend a meeting of the Committee of Creditors?
Yes, you see, as per subsection 5 of section 30 of Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016, the resolution applicant may attend the meeting of the Committee of Creditors in which the resolution plan of the applicant is considered. However, the resolution applicant shall not have a right to vote at the meeting of the Committee of Creditors unless such resolution applicant is also a financial creditor.
Okay, sir. Very well understood. What are some of the issues faced during the implementation of a resolution plan, and what is the impact of these issues on the timelines of CIRP?
Great question. You see, given the nature of CIRP, delays in approval and implementation of resolution plans are common due to ongoing judicial proceedings, often involving multiple legal and procedure complexities. An example is the Corporate Insolvency Resolution Process CRP of Reliance Infratel Limited, wherein the resolution plan submitted by the Reliance Projects and Property Management Services Limited was approved by the Committee of Creditors with a 100% voting share in March 2020 and subsequently by the National Company Law Tribunal in December 2020. However, the implementation of the resolution plan was delayed until November 2022 due to inter-creditors disputes related to the distribution of funds under the resolution plan.
Okay, sir. Now we come to our last segment.
Welcome to the last segment.
Yes. That is adjudication of penalties under section 454 of Companies Act 2013. Sir, please tell us any two latest case where the Registrar of Companies has adjudicated penalty.
Yes, why not? Under the said section, Registrar of Companies authorized under section 454, Registrar of Companies is authorized to act as adjudicating authority to adjudicate penalty in case of violation of certain sections of Companies Act 2013. And Regional Director is authorized to act as appellate authority to hear and decide cases filed against the order of adjudication of penalty passed by Registrar of Companies. I will tell you one case of BI Mining Private Limited, Registrar of Companies, Hyderabad, wide order dated 6th May 2025, imposed a penalty of rupees 3 lakh on the company and rupees 50,000 each on two directors in default for violation of section 134 3G of Companies Act 2013, as the company failed to include details of loans, guarantees or investment in its board report. And second case is Sutara Roads and Infra Limited, Regional Director of Southeastern Region, wide order dated 4th April 2024, after considering the facts of the case, reduced the quantum of penalty amount of the ROC order from rupees 5 lakh upon the company and 3 of the directors in default for violation of section 203 of the Companies Act 2013, that is relating to provision regarding appointment of key managerial personnel. So this provision was violated by the company.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye audience, फिर मिलेंगे.
Bye.